What's up? Back on the black cloud. Back on black cloud. Yeah, so still waiting on parts. I believe we're just going to do steering box. I do have that, and maybe tackle the other rear brake. Maybe start grinding on the wheels. I don't know. That's all I got for now. So steering box has got a few bolts on the inside of the frame. It's got this here you gotta take off. So I've sprayed this down days ago. I'm hoping that will come off. And you got these two lines. And you know, it weighs, 2 tons. So get an engine crane to put a steering box in. That's cool. So yep, I got it's a 2-wheel drive steering box for the crossover. That's what you gotta use. I'm gonna go for it. Might as well. It's hard here. Something I can do. I don't have to wait on parts. So I can't hook it up yet because I'm waiting on the studs for this side, on the passenger side, to hook up the brackets, or the big bracket for the crossover steering. They haven't came yet either. That's been over a week. I'll have to get on the computer box there and find out where they're at, I guess. Cool. Let's just dig in. Alright, got some of the steering linkage off down there. Got one of the bolts out for the box, but try to get this bolt out on the other side, and there's a bolt right there, goes down through the frame. I can't get a socket on the other bolt, so I got to take that bolt out to get to the other bolt. And I got to take these lines off. Then I got one bolt left over here. Alright, I had to, I got the old pump steering box off, but it didn't want to come off the splines. So I had to take the rag joint with it, and it still didn't want to come off the splines. So I used, my tuning fork. I don't think it's supposed to be used for that. Wedged it in there with a pry bar, beat that in there. Finally slid off. I'm not sure if you're supposed to do that, but it's off now. So now I'm gonna put something on this so it slides on better. But yeah, there's the 2-wheel drive box. It's a PSC. And I'm assuming there's a part number. No, it's upside down. I guess that's a part number. Yep. So slide that on. And I gotta get my steering wheel somewhere in the center, I guess, maybe. Figure that out when I get it over there. Alright, got that back on there. I don't know how you're supposed to do it, but I just use a socket and then, a sledgehammer. But it's loose on there now, but yeah, when it gets back a little bit, it's not loose. So now we get to struggle trying to get these 4 bolts in. That one bottom one's going to be a bear. And while the steering box is off, there's a bracket welded, a brace bracket thing welded to the frame to reinforce it there, because they seem to break a lot when you put a lift kit on these square bodies. But to me, it looks like it's done pretty good. My old truck had a cobbled together homemade stuff on it, but I don't know if that's homemade or not, but that looks pretty good. Alright, the new, to me, steering box is finally bolted on. And I got all the lines up here on. That took a minute. I had it up there once, It's like lifting 100 pounds and there by yourself. And 2 of the bolts went in fine, the other one of them didn't. It's like, cool, could take this back off and chase threads. So that's what I do, took it back off. And then used my tap and die set, ran right on all the threads. It's cool, good to go. Bolted right up. Took the rag joint off the other one. Beat that on there. Like I said, I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but that's what I did anyway. It's all I had. So I got parts in. I got my drum seals and my studs I need for the steering came in. So got studs. Some cool looking little lug nut things. And seals I need. I still need calipers and front pads. I think that's all I got left ordered that I haven't gotten. That's been 2 weeks. So I guess I might try to hook up steering pieces, or just go ahead and do back brakes. I don't know. I'll flip a coin and figure it out. So I flipped the coin. I'm going to do back drum. Take them 8 bolts out, and we're going to see how hard it is to get this drum off. The other side was sledgehammers, pry bars, sledgehammers, and pry bars. This side's probably going to be worse. The other side had like Euro all over it, and it still was a pain, so probably going to be the same deal with this one. Alright, this drum come off way easier. Basically just fell off. But yeah, if the other side didn't have oil all over it, they were probably reusable. All that. Other than the wheel cylinder. So same thing, took a bunch of pictures. And just start, you know, bebopping around in there. Alright, got it all apart. And now it's time to, you know, rebuild it a little bit. That'll give it all new bearings and seals and brakes. All that fancy stuff. I'll get you up there when you're falling down. Leave that dry for like, you know, a second. Then we'll really rebuild it. Some gooder stuff. Alright, time for the freaking awesome paint. This is engine paint, and it's, I don't know if it's the heat, because it's very humid, hot. Well, not more really humid, but hot. I don't know if that's messing this paint up or what. It didn't look super awesome on the other side. Oh, I gotta get under here. There, it's all rebuilt. Leave that dry for, oh no, a little bit. And then we'll install all the new stuffs. Alright, all the new stuff's in there. I used it all. Everything it came with is all done in there. Painted up, ready to do brake stuff. So we'll move it back up to the front. I'm working on the steering. Got my new bar. Got the other bar unbolted, and I'm fighting to get it out of the joint thing over there, using a big old pipe wrench. I got my 4 studs in, that all tightened down, and the crossover bars tightened down. Looks kind of neat. Yeah, I'm fighting on that right now, and I got my other parts in. So that's the box. Everything came in, and when I opened everything up, that's the boxes that was left. There was nothing left of anything, just destroyed in 2 pieces. But I did get my calipers. One of the bleeder screws is kind of mashed, but it's usable. The brake pads were same deal, kind of, I don't know where they're at. Beat up a little bit, but not too bad. I got all my hardwares. And ready to do the steering, so let's do that. Alright, I got the bar in. It was about where it was before. Tightened it up over here, then I put these, my wheels I'm going to run on it, was measuring, doing a reg neck alignment. I got it pretty close. So all I got to do now is put the shock in here, like a stabilizer shock, whatever. And I got to tighten that nut, put a cotter pin in that, and tighten these bolts down. But then I grinded, took a wire wheel to the hub and the wheel to get these on. They seem to snugglate alright. As far as the steering goes, that's pretty much it there. Then, well, if the steering, I gotta take the bearings out and pack all that stuff. But before I do that, I got to get these seals out, so I got to flip this over and beat that one out and do the same to the other side. And I'm not sure if I want to put new drums on it yet or not. I might try these out for a spell. If I had to, I'll go to them, because you got to beat all the studs out of that. So that's as That's where we're at on the Black Cloud. So let me flip this over, get some cardboard for it to sit on, and I guess start pounding that out. Alright, I got the seal out, cleaned the bearing up. Looks pretty in there. And all I did was put that against the bearing and use the other hammer to beat it down out. Worked pretty slick. So now I just gotta find something to mush that back in there. I put something around here and make it slide in there a little better. But yep, that's all you gotta do to get the seal out, seems like. Alright peeps, I decided to go with the new drumulators there. So I already got that one ready. And to put the seal in, I used, you know, this thing off my Tyler balancer. That worked awesome. All I did with this, use some Lake brass, beat all them the studs out, and you pull your hub out, put it down in a new drum, flip it over, and beat all the studs back in. I do the same to the other side. Yeah, I bought them. Why not use them? The other one's, yeah, right there. So then I gotta do the, I gotta do the seal on the other one. No, did I already do the seal? I don't even know. It's been a couple days. No, I haven't done this seal. Be able to do seal and new drums. Alright, like I said, just take an old hammer, putting it down in there and go side to side. And that's pretty much it. She's out. That's how it's done, peeps. Like I said, always use what you got. And what I got is nothing. Well, a hammer and a piece of brass. That's how you get the studs out of this sucker. Hammer's falling apart. Actually, I cracked it. So, let me find another hammer. Hold on a second. I think I got one. Bigger hammer. When all else fails, grab a bigger hammer. Whatever you do, don't mash your fingers or your hand, which I'm probably going to do here in a minute, for sure. Did I mention it's a little hot out? Ooh, one more. There. This should come right out of there. The other one did. Of course, the other one was oil soaked. Huh. Alright. Give me a minute, let me flip it around and hit it the other way. Yeah, it's just supposed to come out like that. And there's your drum, and there's your hub. Do it all in reverse. Alright, so you just do all this in reverse. Take all your wheel studs, put them all down there and get everything kind of semi-lined up. Am I doing this right? I don't know. Just winging it. There's probably special tools and gadgetry and all kinds of gloopy stuff for this, but I'm using what I got. Then put these on because it's kind of loud. And take a big punch or whatever you got and go like you would tighten a wheel. Just like that. Make sure it don't fall off your workbench. Get this one. Like that. And it is on there. This one was a lot smoother than the other one for some reason, and that one even had oil on it. So, not sure why. Now I gotta wipe out all the hammer wood out of there and beat that seal in. That's a downfall using, you know, a wooden hammer. You get some pieces in there. Just wipe it out. Move on. So how you put. This is how I put the seal on. I use my. I guess it's from. Yeah, it's from a balancer, but I put some grease in there. Make sure you got the seal in the right way. This is the only thing I have. It's big enough to go around it. And that is it. It is in there. Yeah. Cool. Tell me how you put them in, maybe. I don't know. I guess I know there's tools, but I don't have them, so use what you got. I use what I got laying around everywhere. Alright, of course you know what I'm going to do with these. Parts Pal over on the shelf. Save them for a rainy day. Mini fire pit. Ooh. They're ready to go in. The problem is, I can't find a socket to fit my nuts. It is horrible. So they're just going to have to hang out there until I find a socket to fit my nuts. Of course, no parts store in town has anything to fit this thing. It's a 6-prong. I've been doing some looking on the internets, but no luck. So I guess I'll have to try a few places. So that's all ready to go back on. Brakes are done. I ended up putting all the new hardwares in, all that cool stuff. So, and it's hot out. Not as hot as yesterday, but it's hot. Alright, let's keep on trucking. Where you been? Oh no, it's been a few days. The drums are on. Wheels are on, as you can see. Found a socket to fit my nuts. Borrowed it from my buddy. Since parts stores can't get me what I want. So they're on there. Axles are in them. Wasn't no big deal once I found the socket. I want to move on to change the pinion seal because it's leaking all over my floor down there. So I had to buy a socket for that too. They actually had one of them. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Just not like mark the nut in part of the yoke there, and then you try to count your turns. So we're going to see how this turns out. Don't know. It's on the ground and the brakes on and it works. That's all adjusted up. That's all grooviness. and we're going to see what happens with that. Then I finished my redneck alignment. That's all done. Basically, you know, you measure the front and back of the wheels, but I've never thought about measuring from like here to the leaf spring or something to make sure you're good there, but did that. Good enough. So let's see how this turns out. I might have to drain the kunkin before I take this out, because I'll have oils everywhere here. So yeah, let's drain the kunkin. Alright, yeah, get you a catch pan. Take all 14 volts out and let it blop blop into the pan. And then we'll do the front seal. Hopefully we get that apart. Looks like it's pretty snug. So I'm going to take some of these bottom bolts out. So maybe it'll drip while I'm taking the rest of them out. I guess I should get a pry bar because it probably hasn't been off in, you know, a couple decades. Alright, cover's off. The oil don't look real good, but it definitely needed changed. Don't look hateful in there, but there's a lot of stuff on that magnet. A lot of goop. So I have to find some brake clean or something. I'll spray in there, get some of this stuff out the bottom, and let it drip while we do the front. Alright, got it all out. Took forever to get the nut loose. I had to, you know, use a big old pipe wrench. Put on the yoke, wedge it up there on the leaf spring. And, you know, use a jack handle and a breaker bar to get it loose. And, you know, I counted turns. So I'm going to try to get it back to where it was. Then I had to use steering wheel puller and a big sledgehammer to get that off. So put some tension on it, beat back here with a sledgehammer. I don't know if it's the right way or not, but that's how I got it off. Then a seal puller to get the seal out. But now I don't have one. I ordered one, but it's wrong. So I ordered another one from a parts store, and it won't be here till sometime tomorrow, hopefully. So give my part number. We'll see what happens with that. So we're gonna move on to the front because I'll wait till I get this done and talk about before I do the cover stuff. So hold off on all that for now. We'll move to the front. Do probably brakes, rotors, check the wheel bearings and that axle U-joint in the front. Hopefully that's good. I didn't order one of them, so yeah, I think that's what we're going to do, because I'm kind of out of stuff to do in the back. Cool beans. Moving on to the front. Bye-bye. Hello. Well, it does spin nice. No play in it, but we're going to check it. Plus, the rotor, yeah, I got one. So you got to take all these little stars out. And I got a socket, hopefully it fits inside here. If not, we'll be waiting on more stuff. So take all these out. Don't know what's going to be. Probably some kind of clip back here. I'm not sure. This is the first time I'm tearing down a Dana 60, but so we'll find out together. Well, I got her all blowed apart. You know, I got the, the rotor off. Spindle was right there. Bearings are soaking, so I cleaned them up a little better. All this come off really easy, so that was really cool. So now I never thought I needed a seal for that because I pushed it out so I could pack the bearing, and I ruined that seal, so I'm waiting on the seal again. So I guess it'll be another day before I get all this back together, all this craziness stuff. I got parts back here laying, I got parts up here laying, and I'm waiting on parts. So I think I'm going to stop here for now, and I guess we're going to make this another part something. So I don't know what part we're on now, but no idea. So I guess it's time for the word of the show. I've kind of already said it, I guess. We're going to go with kunkin, which is pumpkin. Yeah, pumpkin kunkin. So I'll make this in another part. and just keep making series on this build, just taking forever. Because I guess I need to order more stuff when I order stuff, because I never think about it. I hate ordering parts, by the way. So, catch you on the next episode of part whatever we're on now, and out. I'm out. You'll see me again when I get parts. Or maybe I'll just park this thing and find something else to work on. No, I want to get this done. But I'll catch you next time. Peeps.